Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Big Fellas, the successor show to Taviradio, which is now gone. I'm your host, Taviface. You can call me Tav. With me, I have my three co-hosts. First, starting off with Saber. Say hello.
Hello, I am Saber.
That's all he is.
Yeah.
That's all he is. My second co-host, Yuri.
Hello.
All right, and our third and final co-host, but certainly not least, last but not least, Terumo.
Yeah, it's me. Not really much going on, but I'm back, and that's you don't need to worry about it too much.
Live from the hospital bed, I believe. I'm kidding. But anyway, this is our new show, Big Fellas. Previously, we were all on Taviradio FM / just Taviradio, where it was a show about nonsense. A lot of nonsense regarding made-up lore and in-jokes. But this is now a more casual show, where it's just us kind of shooting the shit, interviewing people if we get guests on, talking about sponsors if we ever get one of those, just talking about what's going on. So yeah, to give context to what is going to happen to Tavi Radio, it's gone. I got rid of it.
It's canceled. Taviradio is gone forever.
We got rid of it mostly because Sad AM, Lycan and I are pretty much not going to do that anymore. He quit, not because he and I had a falling out. He and I still are pretty good terms and whatnot. Only because he just didn't want to do it. There's a lot of we didn't know what to do with Sad AM, and of course Taviradio, the original show that the four of us were on, just kind of was a really much a nonsense show full of in jokes and lore revolving this thing called the Taviverse. And while it confused some people, it was entertaining for a lot of people. But this is the show I guess I've been wanting to do for a while, where it's just us shooting the shit. So yeah, there's a lot of shit to be shot. Perhaps.
That's pretty good.
Hey.
Shit, there's lots of shit to be shot. I like that.
Yep, just shot the shit.
So,
Um,
anything else you guys want to add to your thoughts regarding? Actually, no. Let's have a prematorium for our old show, Tavi Radio, and your thoughts on that, even if it's minimal to kind of a blur. What do you guys think of our old show? You can be honest.
I honestly kind of miss it. I kind of liked making all the little art images and stuff with just our characters, and I kind of like just improvising just random bits of lore, either on Tab Radio itself, or even when I made guest appearances on Sad AM, which was also fun because it's fun kind of tossing around stuff with Lycan, but I mean.
I get it. It's in a way we were kind of acting and playing characters, which is something new to Big Fellows. We aren't our characters from Tavi Radio. This is kind of us as us. While I'm still called Tav, because I'm not going to put my real name out there. I'm not, Taverdius Funkel, the mean-ass son of a bitch that owns 2 pizzerias. This is just kind of me, Tav, the content creator.
Where some people died in.
Yeah, in the lore.
And I'm not the time traveling Saber that is able to make contact with other versions of myself from different dimensions. I'm just a guy with a laptop and currently a nomad for reasons that I'll talk about later. And right now I'm in a hotel room just because reasons.
Saber live from his hotel bathroom. He's sitting in the bathtub, I think.
Yeah, I'm playing Melty Blood right now.
He's at the Melty Blood setup. All right. Anything you two want to add, Terumo, Yuri?
No,
Yuri
I'm
first?
just, I am glad Taviradio's fucking dead. This is what I thought it was gonna be in the first place. I was confused the whole time.
She just stayed along for the ride. She just didn't know what we were really doing.
It's like when your
Yep,
friends
pretty
pick you
much.
up in a car, and you're like, "Oh, let's go hang out," but you guys drive we drive aimlessly for like hours.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
thought
that's
you were
basically what happened.
Yeah, you thought we were taking you to the fireworks factory.
Simpsons reference. But when are we gonna get to the fireworks factory?
Yeah, I thought we were. But now we actually
And-
are. Now we actually are at the fireworks factory.
Yeah. If
Yeah. Except it's all closed.
It's, maybe if we get a pretty big listener base / reader base, maybe they can make this fireworks factory of ours blow up, so to say. Get ourselves a few sponsors. Love to get a free razor from Manscaped. Just saying.
Wow, Terumo didn't even get to give his piece, and you're already wanting to shill.
Hey, listen, man. Money.
I know. I like money too. I like buying games, and I like commissioning artwork. Okay.
Whoa, hold up. Who said anything about
Otacon,
games?
who's calling me? Oh
Wait, are you getting a phone call?
no, that was just a notification, which
Oh,
just
yeah,
happens to be the Metal Gear Codex.
Oof.
Oh.
We haven't heard Terumo. No, we haven't heard Terumo speak for a second. All right, Terumo. Sorry, I had to chill for a second. You know me.
Yeah, well, with Taviradio and SatAM, I really wasn't that too much, involved with it. I appeared for like maybe 2, 3 episodes, but as I got a real, wow, what would be the word? It got real interesting, like every time a new one would come out, and it was mostly my go-to for, you know, uh, just in the morning, just listening to the podcast. And I guess I'll kind of miss it, even though I wasn't really that involved.
That's sweet.
Well, I
We
imagine.
like talking about you a lot.
Yeah, because you were kind of like. You're kind of like our living meme, but see, that's something we'll get into later. That's a topic for later down the line, literally. But yeah, I remember Terumo would always be like, "Tav, where's the new episode of SatAM? Please, it's the only thing anchoring me to this mortal coil."
That's kind of nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's him,
It's
Kisaragi, who had appeared in a few episodes of the old Taviradio. Those two were pretty much like. Were they? I'd say like they were pretty much like fans of SatAM. A new episode would come out, Terumo would be like, "Oh boy, new episode," and then maybe like a couple days later after I dropped it, Kisaragi would send me a message, be like, "Hey, that new episode was pretty good. Thank you." He'd say stuff like that.
it'd be like the who stays up at 3 a.m. to watch a podcast. Oh boy, 3 a.m.
That's pretty much how that meme. That's pretty much how the meme was, especially when like we released at like weird hours. By the way, just to give context of SatAM, the whole reason why it's called that is because we record it on a Saturday morning, but we'd always miss the mark at actually releasing the episodes on a Saturday morning. So,
Yeah, usually like in my time it would be kind of like mid morning afternoon sort of, but usually I would listen to it like at work, like on my lunch break.
yeah, honestly, like that's even if it's like 2 or 3 people saying like, "Oh yeah, let me know that episode of the podcast is pretty good, man," or people asking for audio only versions of it, that always felt always a confidence booster. So
Yeah, it is. I like it. It's the same with like art and stuff. When people are like, I like, you know what, like, a really good compliment is when someone draws something. I love it when someone says that whatever I drew is hot. That's like the top compliment.
You ever draw an OC and someone's just like, God damn, I'm gonna fuck that OC.
Yeah, those are like really top tier.
I can see that. I can see that being a thing. Anyway, we're gonna have our first intermission, and when we come back, we're gonna start with a game. I don't have a name for it, but you know, excuse us. I want to play a game. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out for a short smoke break.
You're always smoking. You're always going out there just to smoke a cigarette. You go through like 12 packs a day. What is wrong with you?
Hey, whoa. This is only my third pack today, and I gotta make sure I finish this by the time I get back.
Come on, man. You know it's not good for you.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, with how much smokes you're probably buying a day, packs, cartons even. I bet all the money I PayPal'd you went just to smokes and not actually what you wanted for an intended purpose.
When I said I wanted that McChicken, I lied. It was actually 2 packs of cigarettes. But you know what? Maybe I'll quit the smokes if there's a nice sponsor out there willing to put me on a new addiction. You know, maybe put me addicted to those. What are those things the kids are listening to? The Raycons, or you know, kids nowadays are shaving.
Audible.
No, give me addicted to some audiobooks. But for real, if any sponsors want to cure my addiction, email us at bidfellabiz@gmail.com. Thank you. Alright, intermission over. That was our quick ad break. Hell of an ad, huh? Nothing. So, we're going to play a game. I don't have a name for the game yet at all. But here's what's going to happen. We all have questions ready to ask another person. But that person's going to be random, starting with me. So I'm going to ask whoever this wheel I spin lands on. And then X person gets to do a coin flip on who the next interviewee is. So on and so forth. I guess I'll call it the interview game. This is the interview game. It's only going to be played like once. Guarantee.
Just once?
Guarantee you your money back.
Guaranteed your money back. You can buy it now at Target.com on the shelves. It's a board game. I sold the rights to it while we were talking about it. I'm kidding. I wish.
We don't have it. No, don't go to your local Target.
Don't harass your Target employee. Anyway, time to spin the wheel. So I got Yuri. I get to ask Yuri questions. This will be fun.
Okay.
So my first question for you. Are you ready? That's not the actual first question.
I think so. Yes, it is. Now you got 4 left.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, what do you do online? Because you didn't explain that during the little introduction at the beginning of the podcast.
Right. I didn't say anything because I was going to save it for this. I mostly do art. I draw lots of stuff. I like to draw fan art. I draw my original stuff. I'm mostly on Twitter, sometimes on Pixiv. And I also like to do pixel art and kinda sorta make video games-ish. I haven't made one yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
That's what I like to do online.
So my next question is, this is going to be really fun for you. How did you meet? Who did you meet in here first, and what's your story about it?
I can't believe you asked me that one. It's
funny.
Tav.
It'll be funny.
It is funny. It is very funny. I met Tav first. I met okay, we both met in high school. We do not live in the same country. We met online. And I had just started doing commissions, art commissions, and I was really, really desperate for clients. Because no one was commissioning me. And I was really desperate to make some money. So I went onto my twitter.com and I typed into the search bar, quote, looking for artist, unquote. And I scrolled through until I found someone with an anime profile picture who did not have a reply to their tweet. And I found Tavs, which was 6 weeks old, I think, at the time.
Yes, I was gonna say it was a very like month-old tweet that I'm surprised anybody responded to. If anything, I had forgotten about it too.
Yeah, and I replied to him, and I said, I think I can do what you're looking for. And it was pretty much like, you know, I did some work. I did some work for him. It took him a fuck ton of time to pay me, and it pissed me off. And somehow, in that couple of months that I was angry at him, we became friends.
I'll say my side of the story a bit. Yes. So people on fucking Twitter can cancel me. You didn't pay your artist tab. Oh no. Okay. I was like young. I was about to turn 18. Like about to turn 18. I was 17 still. We were in high school. I had the money at that point. I'm like, no,
You did?
I did, but not when I tweeted it out first.
Oh, okay.
So that was like the month ago, and then this is during a time when I lived with my father, and he was very much into the whole like, you cannot be trusted with money phase. He's like, you cannot be trusted with money. Give me your money. I'm like, no. I was like, no, but I lived in his house, so, you know, it's either that or face his wrath. Not to say that my father was a bad person. It's more or less just like, you know, let's cause less trouble for myself.
It's just the meme of just like would they edit in a hand reaching out. It's like, you think you are safe.
Yeah, exactly. So when I tweeted that out, I still had control over my teenage self's like money. But when Yuri messaged me like 6 weeks later, I was like, that's like literally I think the night before, or like a couple, like either a days later or something. My dad's like, give me your money. I'm gonna save it for you until you go to like college or whatever, or leave the house to go to college or whatever. So I did that, and I honestly felt really bad because I was like, I still don't have like control of my money because I worked at my dad's company that he worked for, and every paycheck, because he was pretty much like one of the head honchos of the place. He would essentially keep my paycheck, and then when I finally got it, I'm like, the first thing I did was actually pay Yuri after like I think
like a month. It was like a month or two.
It was like a month or two, and then then we became friends because we had a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I did find out that that's usually how long companies take to pay you when you do stuff for them. So
I'm no company. I'm just a muck.
Yeah. You legally did not really do anything wrong.
I still felt really bad, which is why sometimes on Twitter, I would just avoid going on Twitter sometimes. And like, I was so afraid to tweet out. So afraid like, so you got time to tweet, but not to pay.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's
look what you've done.
That's our story. And now, whenever I want high quality art done, I immediately go, I'm like, Yuri, I got an idea.
I'm your go-to pal.
But yeah, you can. That's the story. All right, third question. To give context to people, I didn't write 5 questions. I wrote 5 questions for each person each, in preparation of who I would get.
Oh.
So
smart.
I've got a napkin.
From the time I've known you, your artwork has certainly evolved. do you think you could ever face the demon that is the first drawing of TV My OC?
No.
No. Do you ever think you can face that demon again?
I don't want to, that's for sure. I think I actually have the file somewhere on an old USB stick, but I don't want to find out.
Okay. But my bigger question is, what has been like your big help and step towards developing the art style that you have now? Because I will say this, versus that and then modern, the most recent artwork of like TV, it is completely changed.
I guess I stopped trying to be so different and unique with my art style. Because I was in a, like, at the time I had friends who were, like, really, like, anti, like, anime. They, like, didn't want their art to look like anime, and I tried to do the same thing. So I, like, tried to do, like, pseudo-anime styles and stuff like that. And then when I sort of just gave up on that and started drawing however the hell I felt, like, I just got better from there.
That's good. It's the whole high school mindset, because, like, you know, you get the high school art teacher be like, so you draw anime, huh? And then, like, then she just judges you, and then, like, that kind of leaves a whole negative stigma against anime. But now anime is a thing everybody wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's...
So
we've come full circle in a way, because I would say in the early 2000s to mid 2000s of American animation, a lot of, like, things tried to copy the anime look, and then for a while anime was seen as a stigma, but now we welcome it again.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully. Anime's great. I waste my life on it.
I agree.
Okay.
I've spent...
No, we don't finish.
Alright, let's go.
No, finish your thought.
I was just gonna say I've spent money on anime, so it's been worth it so far. I think. Mm-hmm.
Name my first daughter Annie Mae. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna.
Please don't actually do that.
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, please don't.
No, I'm gonna name my first kid Thanos. T-Hanos.
T-Hanos. T-Hanos. My name is Tihanos.
No, I'm kidding. Imagine going to... See, our generation's gonna be so fucked when it comes to kids. Imagine going to, like... Imagine you're a parent, you're dropping your kid off, or, like, I do, like, parent-teacher orientation, and some kid goes up to the class, hello, my name is Carcat Williams.
Oh, no!
Imagine your kid is named after, like... You had kids in your kids' class named after, like, Homestuck characters.
No.
Nah, the car cats are all, like, probably, like, 5 or 6 now.
Yeah, you're right. No, we're gonna get characters like, hello, my mom named me Arturia Pendragon. Or like,
Yeah.
my dad named me, what's a Genshin Empath name? Hello, I'm Zhong Li, and it's some fucking white kid.
My name is Xiao.
Hello, my name is Amon Gus.
No.
God, it'll be a generation full of, like, anime meme names.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Poor kids.
It'll be funny, because then, like, that
Well,
generation...
everyone's gonna be like that.
I mean, we've
that generation will either be known for changing their names legally when they're old enough, or they won't change their names, but their kid's name will be, like, old-fashioned, like, old-timer names. Like McCarthy,
like...
or, like...
Barrel.
Yeah, like Barrel, McCarthy.
I mean, we've already
Gretchen.
established that we're past the generation of, or that we've already encountered the generation of, like, people named after Harry Potter characters.
Yeah, but Yeah, but they're British, you know. Harry Potter characters have, like, kind of
British
relatively normal
names.
British.
Harry, Ronald.
I thought you said we weren't gonna get
normal
political.
names.
Now you're bringing up the British.
British. Guys,
The
there are
British are inherently political.
guys, there are people outside my household. It's the Welsh. It's the British. All right. Oh, completely off topic, but back to my questions for Yuri. So, do you still drink milk?
Yes, I do. I like to have a nice glass of lactose-free milk once in a while with my Oreos or with my breakfast.
Did you know Oreos were vegan?
Yes, I did, actually.
Well, they're not keto.
God damn it.
They're also probably not kosher.
You know, if a rabbi came to the Oreos factory and blessed it, then it'd probably be kosher. But I don't think he does that.
True. Are they, what's the other one?
Halal?
Yeah, I was gonna say haram.
No, I think Oreos are haram, but they're not halal.
Aw, boo.
If there's any viewers that could correct me, I'd actually like to know because now I'm interested, but I'll probably Google it after this.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's you can answer that in the comments.
Like and comment and subscribe.
Oh, thank you. You know, it has been a good 15 minutes since I've last shilled. Thank you, Saber. Alright.
Alright.
My last question.
Last question for me? Oh, there's another one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I've only done like...
4?
This is my 4th one, but this is my last one for you.
Okay.
Where can people find you? And are your commissions open because you're an artist?
They can find me on twitter.com at zyxy_Yuri. That's basically where I am most of the time, pretty much. Almost exclusively, really. And I do not have a commission post, but I am always open for inquiries, and I can always give a quote.
Call now for a free consultation.
Yep.
Alright, thank you.
This podcast is sponsored by Yuri's Commissions.
It's not like...
Commission me.
I wouldn't say we're sponsored by her commissions. We sponsor her commissions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
You guys pretty much do.
The Big Fellow sponsors Yuri's commissions.
Damn it, I'm out of drink.
I gotta get more of that Code Zero, bro. But alright. Yuri, it's your turn to either flip a coin or to make the two boys verbally Rochambeau or rock, paper, scissors.
Okay,
Or
I'll
for our
flip a
Aussie
coin.
audience, if there is at least one of you, scissor, paper, rock, because I know how they be.
Or John Kent, is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, or for the Japanese audience, Jankin Ho, you know, or Jankin.
Alright, let's flip a coin. Heads is Saber, tails is Terumo.
How much you boys ever lost on a coin flip?
Heads.
My
I've
my
lost
virginity.
nothing.
I may have a gambling addiction, but I didn't lose anything in a coin toss.
True. Alright, let's see. So, let's start it off where we left it off for me. So, Saber, what do you do online and where can we find
Me?
you?
Okay. I'm a content creator currently on hiatus due to a series of personal issues, but I don't mind getting into it here. Usually, I've been Tav's editor for Meal Boy and occasionally the podcast episodes. Used to do some voice acting with an abridging group I used to be a part of. That all the content is now gone. A Bridge Rock Shooter, for those that know. Kisaragi knows. He actually followed the group before he and I even knew each other. So he was already like a fan of like our works, and then I told him that I was part of that. He's like, "Dude, I was a big fan. I was waiting years for the next episodes." So there's that. I did a lot of co-writing with that, as well as a few minor voice gigs here and there with that group. But that sort of just kind of ended up unofficially disbanding after the other main owner of the owner of the YouTube channel kind of just disappeared. I'm guessing from what I gathered in relation to like trouble that he ran into with Vocaloid, Yamaha, and all them. So he just kind of vanished, and that project ended up going nowhere. But I guess he just signed on and just like deleted everything on the channel, so you can't find any of our episodes anymore. But yeah, so usually I've just been stuck to editing or even making a few little like banners and stuff for kind of just mainly my friends, but I haven't done anything productive in a while because first I was consumed with a lot of work, and then I ended up having to move out of my house because we had been evicted during the lockdown, I'll say. So, yeah.
Damn. You've been up to a
currently
lot.
I'm kind of building my own like a shed as a house, so like a tiny home sort of deal, just to be like my both place to sleep, but also a place where I can have like an office setup.
I kind of want a tiny home. I'd like to live in one of those. They seem nice.
as long as you know how to build it right, because right now we're dealing with leaks because it's been raining, so I got to find out what the source of all that is. But yeah, but I'm hoping to try to get back into my editing gig and maybe a few other things. So I've had possible thoughts of doing editing commissions, but I need to make sure I'm at a steady place that I can do those consistently. But if you want to find me, you can find me on Twitter at Nihilist Saber. I'm just around for mainly like the art and stuff. You can find my YouTube channel. There's not much to see on there as of now, and yeah, those are the main places I'm at, or just if I'm not gaming or anything.
Sounds like fun. So, let's see. What would be another one? Let's see. Okay, I'll throw you a curveball. If you were stranded on a desert island, what would be the 3 things you could bring with you, non-survival equipment?
Oh
shit!
So you can't. Good. So you can't. So you can't say I'd bring wood and rope and whatever.
Could I bring a gun with ammo?
Yes, but that would account for 2 items.
Okay.
No, each bullet counts
Unless
for 1 item.
you get a gun and 2 bullets.
Damn, Resident Evil really changed up its inventory management.
Let's say
like a box of ammo and a gun would be 2 separate things.
Yeah.
Okay, and third thing probably. That's a tricky one. You really did throw a curveball at me.
Yeah! See? I looked up a list of questions to ask people on podcasts.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got a good question, but I guess something to kind of document my experience while stranded until I make it out, I suppose. I'm not sure if that would be like a journal or an audio recorder or like a little camera or something, but I don't know, something to sort of just document my survival, or to document, inevitably when they find my body and they just see a skeleton holding a gun and a little camera, then they can piece together what happened.
Sounds like a plan, at least. Alright.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, you're on that deserted island for a good time. Okay. What is a funny event or a recent experience that you can recount for us?
Funny, huh? Well, it obviously can't come from my own mouth, but...
This is gonna be good. I know what it is.
I already know what it is too.
Oh, no.
Am I the only one who doesn't know what it is?
I'm guessing, just jog my memory. If you...
Did it happen Saturday night?
Did it happen with a certain battle royale?
Oh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I guess this is considered pretty recent. I was playing Warzone with Tav and Terumo. And yeah, shit got really crazy. I did try to record it. I did try recording it, but all of the audio got so fucked up. So all I have is just the video. I mean, if you want me to, I could just like redo all the sounds myself and try to remember off the top of my head what Tav and Terumo were saying or what I was saying, because I can't even remember. I don't even remember if I ate this morning, but you know, it was something. It was something that happened. Just, you know, some Warzone with the boys.
Well, there's also another thing, I think, way before that happened in the same battle royale, due to your name.
Oh, okay. Would I say like I guess I'd say there's just a wording for a minor slur or something. So in Call of Duty, you can actually set your username to kind of whatever you want, and that's kind of led to a lot of people making their names very offensive stuff lately. So like Activision's been trying to quote unquote prioritize, even though we all know Activision Blizzard doesn't really care about racial problems. They just care about money, but they've been trying to crack down on people with offensive names. I just happen to have what is Saber, or I guess like it's pronounced Saiba in
Saber.
Yeah. I just have like just the Japanese writing for that as my username, and I was just playing a match in Modern Warfare, and a guy on the other team just kept calling me a fucking
Baba Booey
because of my name. I mean, it happens a lot. Like a lot of people just get like confused that they see this guy in their team with moon runes. So they're like, what? It's like, what? We got some Asian guy on our team. And for context, I am Asian, but I'm half Cambodian. But you know, I'm not too offended by Asian stereotypes, because half the time Asian stereotypes are like really fucking real. My dad is literally the strict Asian dad, just mixed in with military stuff. But like, it's kind of just funny to me how people would just, you know, assume because they don't know who I am, so they just see my name, and I know I never really speak usually, so they don't know who's, you know, behind this account. And you know, most of the time you see that one person with like a Japanese or Chinese username and enter a game full of everyone with like English names, and then usually that's like, oh shit, we're fucked. But I'm such a bad player that like I subvert that expectation, you know.
Yeah, I've been playing lots of Monster Hunter lately, and I get a lot of Japanese people. Weirdly enough, I've gotten a lot of Spanish people and a lot of Japanese people joining me. And at first I was like, oh, like, cool, a Japanese person, they're probably really good. And we had this one person, like, made us fail the mission because they died, and I was so pissed, and they were Japanese. Subverted expectations.
Yeah, just like famous Roundhead director Ryan Johnson.
Hey man, I think the twist in Knives Out was pretty good.
I thought Knives Out was really good. I like it. Like, I guess you can say you definitely saw it coming. I can understand, but it was good. Knives Out was good.
No, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for the sequel.
Oh yeah. So
okay.
TLDR for those in the
question?
podcast. Saber got called a racial slur, and then he tweeted at Activision. Activision didn't care.
Yeah.
Boo.
I mean,
All right.
I mean,
Sorry?
okay. Off screen here, you can just kind of redact it as like a joke, but like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Activision Blizzard doesn't care, especially after that one guy did that thing and he said he supported Hong Kong. You can just censor that part with like a sound effect or something.
No, that's okay. I don't.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't really care if
We all hate Blizzard and Activision, right? We all hate greedy corporations.
Yeah.
I mean,
We all hate greedy corporations. By the way, if any of those greedy corporations want to give me money to play their game, go for it. Hit me up at bigfellabiz@gmail.com. Thank you.
Yeah, hit me up through him too. I'll do anything for money almost. But also fuck all of you. Okay, so that was my third question, I believe. Fourth question. What has been your most recent video game addiction?
Recently, it's just been Modern Warfare and Warzone, even though I suck at the game.
An addiction doesn't mean you're good at it.
Well, true. I mean, I kind of usually go back and forth between a lot of games, but it's been that with a mix of the Persona 5 franchise, and then just a bit of some other stuff. But recently, I tweeted this out, but I installed a solid state drive into my PS4, and before I did that, I switched over all of my game data onto two external hard drives, so I can just transfer them back and have all my data. One of my hard drives ended up bricking, and pretty much half of the games I had on there just bit the dust because it just didn't want to connect, it didn't want to fix or anything, and my only other choice was to format it, and even doing that, it's just like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, fam. So part of why I came to this hotel room is so I could try to re-download everything that I have, and I have mostly everything downloading. But yeah, it's taken me a while.
Alright, and let's see. What should I do for the last question? I didn't get this far in my train of thought. Let me throw you another curveball. Let's see. Oh, this one's funny. What the hell? Why is this one on the list? Okay, number 17. If you could get rid of any one state, what would it be?
Good question.
And I'm going to say U.S. states. I'm going to say a U.S. state, not state of depression or something.
Oh,
So.
well, that I have to work on myself. So, but I'd say Florida,
And why is that?
because people there are crazy, and aside from a handful of people like Eric Andre or Critical and some others, aside from them, like, just you can't really trust people down here. My aunt lived down there for a while, but then she moved back down here with a boyfriend of hers, and then a friend of his came down to kind of live with them, but both of them kind of ended up being really untrustworthy, and we just kind of one actually had to be expedited back to Florida because I guess he was under warrants or something, and then the other guy just kind of fucked off because he was cheating on my aunt, and those that know me personally know that I despise cheaters.
Oh, wow. And now you have a vendetta against the entirety of Florida.
Well, it's not more than that, but it's just kind of one example.
Yuri, look here. Listen.
Be glad you're up there in Canada, okay?
Listen. If you live outside Florida, then you have a vendetta against Florida. I think most Floridians have vendetta against their own state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the
Everyone-
Cubans, because, you know.
Yeah, well, you know them Cubans and their coffee.
One thing about, you know, the Cubans and their sandwiches. Yes, I've seen Chef.
Have you seen Chef?
I have two.
Hey, this doesn't count as my question, but Terumo, have you seen Chef?
Borda's
I have
dead.
not.
I'm like looking at a list of U.S. states. I'm trying to see if there's a name I don't recognize.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
No, I recognize South Dakota because of Azure Lane.
God,
Delaware. I'd get rid of Delaware. What the fuck happens in Delaware?
what the hell happens in Rhode Island other than Family Guy? Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Remember that one time I was
Hey.
a cripple?
No!
Hey,
The
hey, in
moment,
this
the
contest,
moment you said Family Guy, you knew something was gonna come up.
hey, in this contest, Joe Swanson is a wheelchair-bound man, cop, police officer.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's all coming.
Whoa,
Okay, well that was question number 5. So
5 questions. Wow, you really gotta work my brain here, huh?
Yeah.
yep, I could have stopped at 4, but I forgot that 4 was the minimum.
All right.
So
So
5 it is.
Saber, I guess you have to
Ask Terumo.
interview Terumo, and then Terumo will have to ask me the golden questions.
Okay. All right. Well, first question, Terumo. If you were gonna make love to a mermaid, would you rather be fish side top or fish side bottom?
Fish side top. I mean, at least
More,
I ain't gonna be I'm not gonna be sticking it in a fish on the bottom, alright?
you get more holes that way, right?
Does
Plus,
does this version like can it speak like a human? Is it like a mermaid that can speak, or does it just make fish noises?
If it's a human side is top, then yeah, it could speak like a person. It's not like, I mean, yeah.
But if the fish side
If
is
the
the
fish
top,
side is the top, then it's like those singing fish that you'd see hung up on the wall.
oh no.
does it have the same voice as the singing fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could put a trash bag over it, I'll be fine.
Oh no.
All right. All right. Now that the serious question is out of the way, so what do you do on the internet?
Well, I mean, not much. I guess you could summarize my internet activity as going to check Twitter, seeing nothing interesting on Twitter, exiting out of Twitter, going to Facebook, nothing there, going to YouTube, nothing there, going to, let's see, what else? There's the Discord, and do stuff in there, and just a repeat of those few apps.
And what about your content?
Yeah, you could say my content's questionable.
Do you give us examples?
Well, whenever I plug in, where they find me, I'll just let them see the YouTube for what it is. Besides that, you could say I make porn in the downtime, if you can call it that.
Okay.
Actually, no, you could call it. I'm playing dress up with basically what are figures on my computer, is what you could sum it up as. Yeah, dress up, in quotation marks.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. Pretty respectable business.
Yeah, you could say that.
Mhm.
You could say that. I don't think others would approve, but
Yeah, but who cares?
hey, this ain't about
Who
them.
cares what they think?
Yeah.
All right. let's see, what is this? The third question? Okay. Can you recall in can you kind of just summarize how you ended up getting involved with like each of us?
If I can remember correctly, it started out on iFunny, the first cursed app, and all the iFunny stuff. That was before everything else was implemented, so it was very bare bones back then. We were more or less interacting on each other's posts. Then they're like, "Hey, have you heard the freaking this cool app called Kicks out? It's easier than being on here." And everybody's seeing your messages. I'm like, really? Then we eventually went to that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we were in a few groups, and details start getting foggy from then beyond. I'm not sure why I left for the time being in the small time that I did, but pretty much that happened. Everybody moves on from Kick, thank God. And how did we come back to... Wasn't it...
We had Line.
Then it went to Line, yeah.
Linus Tech Tips.
And then... Yeah, we go to Line. Line is Line the app. And things go on smoothly from there. But then, like, Line sort of dies because we're like, hey, we could do all this through Discord and stuff. But in between all that, I'm pretty sure the Line days were when me and Saber and Tav were, like, I'd say Saber was more active on his YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
More active, like, well, he uploaded a few gaming videos and then, went on hiatus.
Yeah.
And pretty much potato, here we are today, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still use Line.
Yeah, that's how I
Damn.
contact Yuri most of the time. Do Line.
And
Linus
that's
Tech
how-
Tips.
That's how I contact my partner.
I don't even
Line is sets tips.
think I have it installed on my new phone.
I didn't install it.
Just to add to Saber making videos, I will still say that some of my favorite videos on YouTube is when Saber and Terumo are playing like Call of Duty Zombies. I find that legitimately entertaining.
Well,
It's funny.
Well, if my stuff if my stuff finishes downloading, I think that stuff can happen again.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps. Don't forget, I run a daycare, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what that means, and let's just leave it at that. Next question.
It's not bad if that's what you're thinking. It's a literal like.
It's literally just babysitting.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terumo's not Anakin
That's my
Skywalker. You
fault.
can't. It's not like you can't trust him around kids.
Yeah.
He's not going to murder the younglings.
Master
come on,
Skywalker,
Yuri.
what are we gonna do? All right.
Where's that question?
The next question. Okay. Yeah, the next question. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I'd make it this far. All right. If there was any specific content from any of us that you wanted, like maybe even just like a piece of content in specific from each of us, what would it be?
For Yuri, I really would have no, like, actual idea. Like, she's all art and stuff. Like, the video game she plays, really not interested in Animal Crossing, you know?
She
so-
plays more than Animal Crossing, man.
Well, I don't know what she plays, alright? Every
I
time,
play like Genshin Impact and Monster Hunter.
Apex
Genshin Impact, I
Legends
sleep.
sometimes.
Who is Genshin, and
Well, I guess-
why are people trying to impact her?
Tav, you were the Genshin Impact? But yeah, for Yuri, I guess.
Shout out to a friend of mine who
I
said
don't know.
that.
Maybe the Genshin Impact was the friends we made along the way.
Yuri could probably do something like, I don't know, the process of like when commissions come in, like and all that. I don't know.
Are you just saying that you want Yuri to draw porn?
No.
Oh,
I'm saying how
He can
much
do that.
does commissions
He
cost?
can do that himself with his dress up games.
Yeah, I can play dress up, right? I can do that myself.
Yeah, I get it. Toy cots, you're right.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Alright. Moving on from Yuri, I guess he just wants to commission her.
Just
Hey, my answer ain't done.
Oh,
As for Tavin's, Saber, maybe Saber can give his commentary on some games and stuff, or have a actual legit playthrough of something blindly. Maybe for Tav, he could do the Payday Iceberg or something.
well, I do have some new games.
don't act dumb.
I do have some new games that I haven't not played yet. So maybe I will, but my kind of commentary kind of tends to get boring. So I may try to throw in some pyrocynical or Too Mad style edits in there. Some Baba Boy kind of stuff.
Oh yes, my ears getting blown out every 2 seconds. I heard of
Baba
this Too Mad.
Baba boo.
What I'm saying is, everybody do an iceberg, right?
Yeah, I'll do an ice burger.
An iceberg lettuce
Iceberg.
on my burger.
How would you like if I just recorded myself in my backyard with the head of iceberg lettuce eating it like a fucking hippo in Africa?
Crazy ARG. The start of an ARG.
Speaking of which, I wanted to start my own ARG, but I just don't know of what. Is that all to your answer? Because I have a bonus question for you.
Yeah, that's all to my answer.
Okay, Terumo,
Yeah.
why do you need a medic bag?
Because I'm dying! Somebody drop a medic bag.
I'm dying.
As
I need
a
a medic
famous
bag.
as a famous philosopher once said, I sneed a medic bag.
Sneeze. For context to people who don't know, welcome to explain the meme. One of two most favorite games of all time is Payday, and then I guess you could argue like one of these center characters or playable characters, when he's down, he'll yell out Dallas. This is our boy Dallas, he's the one with the American flag clown mask.
He'll be
Alright.
edited in right here.
Yeah. He will yell when he's down, I need a medic bag! And the Payday fandom or community really likes it because it sounds funny.
It's funny, right? Now laugh.
To our audio listeners, love you to death. Laugh right now.
Please, God. This is comedy.
Comedy gold.
Alright. It's written all in my book, Comedy Gold. Okay. So that's our short segment of explaining the meme.
It's like, come on, guys, clap. What's stopping you?
Don't.
I don't know, I have my wrist pain glove
Damn.
on, so it's just gonna sound like this.
Just hit something with your head. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Just,
I
just
know
slam
how
my
that
head
sounds.
against my desk.
What?
What?
Don't act dumb. Okay, Terumo,
Don't act
your
dumb.
turn.
Alright. well, since everybody besides, the man himself, the man of the hour, Tav, let me just think of a question. Actually, yeah. Uh, so you work, right?
Yeah, you can say that. I do a little bit of working.
You do a bit of working, all right? How's the experience, all right? Would you what would you rate it if it was a 0 out of it's from 1 to
Oh,
10? What would you rate it? And give me an experience that gives it that rating.
I know what he's talking about.
Uh,
So
you know what? Yeah, Saber knows. Uh,
I've been
you
there.
know what? I'll just say what I do. I'm a Paul Blart for a discount department store. I'm Paul Blart, Kevin James.
We will not name said
Um,
store.
we can't name. I can't name the store because I don't want them finding this. So I will just say it's a discount department store. Um, there are good days where nothing happens. I will literally just stand out in the front of the store and like the person at Walmart just greet people. That's all I do on a really good day when no trouble's happening. I'd say those days are really slow. I'd say maybe they're a good solid maybe 7, 6 out of 10 because nothing happens, but it's also super goddamn slow.
Yeah.
On a bad day where the local transient decides to walk in and try to rob from my establishment, then that's either he walks away and nothing bad happens, or he decides to choose violence, and then I will also, in response, have to choose violence. So on those days, I would say they're good, maybe 2 or 3 out of 10, 3 out of 10. So you know what? I have to give it a good 50-50 because that's what a lot of the job is sometimes. A solid 50-50.
It's a gamble.
So 5 out of 10. It's honestly a gamble, and especially since this company sometimes just does not care about its employees to an extent. And then if you're like me, I'm always the person who gets to be called in when someone calls out. And then when I try to call out, no one can cover me, so I gotta go in by force.
Yep.
And making me so angry.
I've been there.
Been there,
Right.
done
Especially
that.
since we got when I was still working, we had our new store manager who came from like this really small out of like bumfuck nowhere in some other state.
Swear what? Small what, Saber? What was that?
A small store, small undescript discount store out of bumfuck nowhere came in, and she's like, my store now. Everything you do, you're gonna do because that's how we do it where I am from. But we already did things differently from her store because we're a bigger store, and that means we face a lot more jobs to clean up and all that stuff. and we too have had days where it's just either they have to leave or things take a turn. But I had one interesting night with some wannabe thieves and some guy with an Audi.
God damn. A guy with an Audi, what the hell is he wants to steal from a discount store?
I don't know.
Stupid ass.
There were a bunch of guys who stole credit cards from their aunt. So they're out here grabbing name brand stuff like this one and this one. You can edit in censor sounds.
Yeah.
And
No, when you said the name of the store, I'm going to have to put in the Baba Booey
do it. Just
sound.
use that as my censor sound.
Yeah. Anyway, enough of talking about
Baba Boy.
that store.
Is that your final answer?
My final answer is that it's a big 50-50 sometimes. I do like the people I work with. I just don't like our clientele. It's customer service I have to deal with sometimes, and
People suck.
our clientele.
Understandable.
Our clientele thinks they're better than a lot of other people, or thinks they're better than the people working there because it's a discount store, and that make me so angry sometimes. And they'll be like, "Why don't you do anything?" I'm like, "I do a lot already, ma'am. You don't want to see me when I gotta step
You
in.
started sounding like my dad for a second there. It making me angry sometime.
I was trying to sound like an Italian. Shout out to my Italians.
You don't want to sneed me when I'm angry.
Shout out
You want to sneak?
Shout out to our audio listeners out there that also happen to be Italian. Love you to death.
Hey, any Italians want to sponsor the podcast at a pizza place? Hit me up at bitchfellabiz@gmail.com.
All right. Well, on to my next question.
Yeah.
Would you say, yeah, speaking of like jobs and stuff, compared to previous jobs that you had, if you had any, is the pay any good?
The pay's not bad. I get paid a little bit more than the normal associate because technically, when push comes to shove, I'm the first line of defense for the store. So I get paid a little bit more, but it's not like very significant where it's a big difference or like manager rates. There have been other places that have treated me better. And I will say this for context that I don't work anymore. I used to work at an In-N-Out, which is a local burger chain only on the west coast of the U.S. And those places typically have paid a lot better, but that is a story for a different time why I don't work there. I hate food service.
Understandable.
But I need my chicken sandwich. But, you know,
Final answer.
that's my final answer.
Hit the buzzer.
All right.
I feel like Terumo's interrogating me like a police officer. He's got me hooked up to a lie detector. Saber's the man checking it. He's looking over at Saber like, is that the final answer? Is he telling the truth?
The numbers, Tav. What do they mean?
Right, third question then. As you know, it's coming around to be, I guess spring started already. I don't know how that works, but it's coming to be around summertime, right? What's your go-to method of dealing with mosquitoes and the summer heat?
California's so dry, we don't get mosquitoes. A lot of the times. Mosquitoes show up in like early spring. Like our mosquito season just passed.
Damn.
Like no joke, I don't deal with mosquitoes. We mostly just deal with flies, or because I live in a agricultural heavy town, we deal with like the big water roaches that are I think they're referred to in town as Chinese water beetles because they're not like normal cockroaches. Apparently they just wander inside looking for water. They don't actually want food, and they're also very, very dumb. And that's like the only mild pest that we see outdoors. But other than that, no mosquitoes, honestly. And if there is, mosquitoes don't seem to bother me at all, even though I'm a big... I guess you can call me a big fella.
Ooh, roll credits.
Invincible title.
Well,
I guess you can call me Invincible title screen, but it says big fellas.
Damn it, now I gotta look for the Invincible font and make a logo out of that. Thanks, guys. You're gonna give me more work now. Colorado's pretty dry, but we tend to get mosquitoes a lot, and they carry the West Nile virus, so there's that.
It's alright. Yeah. But anyway, my final answer is that mosquitoes don't seem to bother me. But if it's something my dad did teach me about mosquitoes, onions and garlic, if that's in your diet, they won't bother you. Or make sure you know the difference between a mosquito and a mosquito hawk. Mosquito hawks are those big-ass mosquito-looking things. They're way bigger than almost mosquito, but don't kill them because they'll take care of mosquitoes for you because they eat them.
Look, I'm just saying,
Nice.
if I see any big bug that I don't recognize, I'm killing that thing on the spot.
Or use your frog.
My frog has to wait. It waits for food. It's we literally bred these things so they're just lazy, sit there. They're like, oh yes, moisture, and wait for food. They ain't gonna go hunting now.
Weaponize your frog.
Just hold your frog up to it.
If only you've seen this thing try to eat what's in front of it. It's not the best. It doesn't have the best sight, let me tell you that.
Aww.
Frog.
It has poor depth perception.
Oh, all right. That's my final answer. Just onions and garlic. Because apparently there's mumbo jumbo biology that works where mosquitoes don't like onions. I think it's a smell thing, or it's either a smell thing or something about your blood tasting not so good.
So you gotta be a combination of Wario and Shrek.
Huh? One of my two of my favorite fictional characters.
All right.
Two of my mains in fighting games.
Wario and Shrek.
Shrek in fucking Whoa, what was the Shrek fighting
Shrek
game?
Super Slam.
Shrek Super Slam. You main Shrek and Shrek Super Slam.
All right.
Watching little.
All right. Someone has to draw a fusion of Shrek and Wario.
That's probably real. You gotta Google images
You
and
probably
find
find
that,
that.
bro.
Go to
DeviantArt.
DeviantArt and probably find that.
Yeah, that's already in existence.
Schwario.
So I was watching a documentary. Apparently, there's an entire tournament and stuff that was based and that's the only game that they had was Shrek Super Slam. They had a tournament, people actually were maining this person and how this person has a infinite, if you do it correctly. Oh,
I
interesting
unironically
stuff.
loved Shrek Super Slam though. I like King of the Hill. That was fun.
I'm a member of the Discord server that's dedicated to Shrek Super Slam online tournaments. I'm still in that Discord server, and I will sometimes tune into whenever they're streaming to support the very small scene that is. And there's an actual tier list, tech guides, everything on YouTube, and it's very fascinating. Shout out to the Shrek Cord.
Yeah. Alright, like tier lists aside, I played Human Fiona, the Unicorn, and I think it was the Witch, the one with the purple hair. I don't remember what she was called. Those were the three I played all the time.
I think the Witch is a high tier. Everything else was, I think.
I thought the Unicorn would be a high tier. I remember the Unicorn being a fucking bitch.
No, the top tiers are Gingy, Puss. I believe this last time I checked, it was Gingy, Puss in Boots, and the Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I literally, one of the first things that came up when I looked up the game was a tier list, and Red Riding Hood is banned, Gingy is S+, Human Fiona, Robin Hood, and one of the baby dragons is S, the witch is S-, and then, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots is a C tier. He is the bottom of the barrel.
I know Shrek and
Sucks.
the Executioner are bottom tier.
Yeah, they're like B. They're like not very good.
All right, no more Shrek Cord talk. That's for a different episode. All right, Terumo, more questions. Answer. Question me, man. You can't lock me up.
My last question is, will we ever, and dare I say it, dare it even be a possibility in this, in my lifetime, will we ever see all the Taviradio episodes remastered?
No.
Taviradio?
I don't give my consent.
Taviradio, the original that we were all on?
The original, mastered audio and everything.
Honestly, I had to say no because I don't have access to any of those old audio files / video file stuff. If anything, it'd probably be remastered video, but honestly, we would never see it. I will say this: there's a chance that we can see my smoked edition quit. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. There is a chance that we can see Saturday M be re-released through audio formats, though. Well, it's not like it and I don't talk. It's more like just me requesting him and him actually doing it.
All right, go ahead.
No, because every episode of Saturday M he has in a hard drive that he buried in the Swedish wilderness.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. He has them in his desk.
I was gonna have another small question, but
No, go for it. Go for it.
no, I had the question, but now I can't remember it. Is the thing.
God damn. Okay. Any other questions?
Besides the one that I forgot, not really.
If you remember it, if you remember, I'll throw it in by the time we're done with like whatever. Because I think if there's no more questions to be asked, I believe we're done with the game.
Game over.
Ah.
Game over.
Oh.
Shrek time. So I believe with no more questions to be asked, the game is over. No one won a prize, as there was no prize. It was just more or less kind of interviewing and getting to know us as hosts. So now the viewers know us a little bit
The
more.
hosts with the most.
Mhm.
So now, you viewers and listeners now know us a little bit more. We're now, I guess you could say we're now acquaintances in a way.
You know us as actual people and not just characters. Except for
Yeah,
Yuri,
I mean, I
she's
wouldn't-
always just been herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a parasocial relationship. We don't know you exist and you are friends with us.
I wouldn't trust you guys. I
That's
wouldn't
how this
trust
works.
I wouldn't trust the viewers with my wallet, but I would trust you to hold my spot in line for something maybe. If I gotta take a piss in the middle of waiting for the checkout line at Walmart, I trust the viewers to hold my spot in line while I go piss. But I wouldn't trust you to call an ambulance, but not for me, for you.
For you.
For you.
Dare I say it? They now know us as big fellas.
Yeah, they know us as the big fellas. But regardless of all that, it is time for us to hee-ho and go.
He to the hoe, and we gotta go.
Wait, before we go, I forgot to also add. You can find me at at the Crack Snaker on Twitter, and if you wanna go sub to my YouTube, it's in the description. Yeah, that's it from me.
Saber, how dare you not ask him that? Wait, no. I think Saber did ask you. It's just that you're like, I don't.
You
I
just
don't really
forgot.
make good content or
Yeah,
something.
you just kind of like half
Yeah.
plugged it. You just said just like in the description. You were just kind of like merchant bio and not really saying anything.
Well, let's be honest. No one's gonna sub for that content anyway. So
No,
it's
I
fine.
sub for that content. I love your content. I love your tweets. Anytime Terumo tweets, I'm like that meme like, hey babe, wake up. Another Terumo
You basically
tweets.
made it a segment on Sat AM just to read Terumo's tweets.
It's gold. It's honestly like I'm like an 1900s gold miner in California, and every time Terumo tweets, it's like I just found another nugget.
I mean, at least his tweets are like interesting. Mine are just nah.
Mine are just kind of like shit posts. I'll just be like, Borfstar, more like Barfstar, these nuts or something.
That's all mine
our-
are though. If you really
Our
think about
recent
it.
No, yours are.
yeah, a recent interaction. You're like, my name is D.
No. We don't. We're not gonna talk about that until the next episode when we have more time.
Bye-bye.
But that's it. That's gonna be the end of it all. Thank you for everyone for listening. I intended this to be a shorter episode, but we'll see how much I cut down. If I do cut things down, there's not going to be an uncut version. It's just cutting out a lot of dead air and whatnot.
The uncut
So
version will just
Don't be
the uncut version will just go on someone else's
don't be
channel.
putting this in the Lost Media Wiki.
The uncut version is going on my
Okay.
channel.
I remember the question now, but
Oh!
it's over.
Yes, go for it. Go for it.
All right, so the question that I was going to ask you that I forgot previously, would you consider what is it? What was it? It was something.
No. What was it? Consider
No,
what?
wait, yes. No, wait, yes.
Don't act dumb.
I forgot it now. It was something to do with your channel, but I forgot it. It was something on there that used to be on there anyway. This thing, would you consider it lost media? Is what I was essentially trying to get at.
Oh, are you talking about my old fighting game videos?
Yes.
They are not lost media. They're just privated.
Interesting.
So what Terumo's asking is that on my channel, I think during my high school years, along with the Mule Boys, which is what I used to do, and I still want to do. I'd say Mule Boys been on a bit indefinite hiatus. There were I'll do fighting game videos, and I try to do daily commentary fighting game videos over gameplay of me playing BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasm Extend, and other games. I think I also tried doing like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. There's a bunch of these commentary videos, I guess you'd call them, where I just talk over the gameplay and comment like I'm fucking trying to be Maximilian Dude. That's literally my inspiration for those videos, and I also wanted to try to upload daily, an attempt to. I'm not so proud of those videos as they're just kind of like whatever, so I privated them, but those are privated. But there's also gameplay walkthroughs of me playing every team in KOF 98 Unlimited match for the Xbox 360, which I left unlisted, but mostly because people still watch those videos for gameplay purposes. But yeah, that's my answer. And with that final answer, we conclude the podcast. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. It's been real. It's been good. I might say it's been real good. You can find myself at Taviface at twitter.com, or of course, the YouTube channel. There'll be links below for everybody. You can find Saber at Nihilus Saber. You can find Yuri at @SY_Yuri. And you can find Terumo at... Did I say it right?
No, you didn't. It's okay.
No, okay, what is it?
ZYXY.
What did I say?
XYXY.
Okay. You can find Yuri at ZYXY_Yuri. And you can find Terumo at the Cracksnaker. All of us on Twitter. None of us have Instagrams.
I do, but they don't need to know that.
If there's any other links that I forgot to mention, they'll be posted down below to follow people. I don't care. If you're watching this at night, good night. If you're watching this middle of the day,
get back to work.
Get back to work. Get back to work. No slacking.
Or if you are one of our younger viewers, get back on your schoolwork. You gotta study for that exam, okay?
Yeah, go to school. Okay, and then this is going to be intermission time. I'm going to say, alright guys, I'm going to step out for a smoke break. And then, Saber, you chastise me first, followed by Yuri, then Terumo, as it is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh wow, pick the guy that actually has smokers in his family, okay?
My brother smokes.
This podcast hitting real close to home. I know. I'm just giving you
monk.
shit. I'm just giving you shit, okay?
Yeah,
I kind of want you to keep this in now.
it is all recording anyway, so
you gotta keep this part in.
Put this part at the end of the episode as like an outtake.
Yeah. Okay.
No, like actually. I'm serious. Put this part at the end.
Okay.